You should be really, really worried about putting photographs of your kids online, especially now. That is what Prince Harry said. Those were his exact words. And now, go and speak to your wife. She has just done it. Do you understand that? The face is out there now. We can all see it. So what are you talking about, Harry? What are you breaking down about? What is this campaign even for anymore? It no longer makes sense. And frankly, we no longer take you seriously. If you're Team Harry, hit like if you support Meghan, subscribe, and if you love royal drama, do both. Because Meghan Markle has just totally defied Prince Harry and fully unveiled Lili's face on Instagram. And this makes a complete mockery of everything Harry has been campaigning on for the past 2 years, including, by the way, his very recent public breakdown in front of grieving parents. So, this was the post on Instagram: Harry, Meghan, and Lili, with the caption, "These two plus Archie equals my forever Valentines." But as so many people online immediately pointed out, this is one of the most jaw-dropping moments of hypocrisy we have ever seen from the Sussex camp. Because Harry literally just stood on a stage, tears in his eyes, telling the world that putting your child's face on social media is dangerous, irresponsible, and could cost them their life. And days later, his own wife posts their daughter's full face on Instagram for the entire world to see. As one post on X put it perfectly, Harry's literally just been filmed speaking to parents about the dangers of children being on social media, praising a court case going after Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram. And 2 days later, Meghan posts a full photo of their daughter on Instagram. Those two really are total hypocrites. And another post said, Thursday, Harry weeps as he lectures parents about the dangers of exposing kids online. Saturday, Harry poses with his 4-year-old daughter online as he and his wife mark Valentine's Day. I mean, you could not write this. You genuinely could not write this. Now, I watched that entire interview with Prince Harry last year so that you did not have to. And it was painful, and there was absolutely no gray area. The message from Harry was crystal clear. You are a bad parent if you show your child's face on social media. It did not matter if you were famous or not famous. It did not matter if your account was private. He was full of judgment. He was telling ordinary moms and dads across the world that they were putting their children at risk. That is the position he took publicly, on record, on camera. So, when the Sussex camp comes out and tells Tom Sykes, and this is where things get even more unbelievable, folks, that there is no conflict here, that advocating for safer social media is completely compatible with sharing carefully selected images of your children, I want you to just pause on that for a moment, because that is a complete and total U-turn. There was no nuance in Harry's language. There was no gray area. There was no carefully selected images exception. He was telling the world, you should not do this, full stop. And now suddenly, the position has always been nuanced. No, it has not, and we all heard him say it. Watch. Now, can I just be honest with you for a second? I personally am much more relaxed about parents sharing photos of their children online. I think it is something to celebrate. I have friends and family members all over the world, including in New Zealand, and I love seeing their children grow up through photos. But that is not the point here. The point is that Harry made this his cause. This was the hill he chose to die on, and now his own wife has planted a flag on that hill and burned it to the ground. And I revealed some time ago that Harry had made this his absolute red line. He had even made a very public plea, essentially begging Meghan not to go there with the children's faces. And she has gone there anyway, because she is the breadwinner. She is the one with the power in this relationship, and she does not give a damn. These children are going to be monetized, and there is nothing Harry can do about it. No wonder he was so furious at that NBA game, because she had already crossed the red line, and he knew it. Now, this also reveals something that I have been reporting on for a very long time, and the mainstream media is now finally catching up, and that is that this is not a happy marriage. Reports from the New York Post and others are now confirming that Harry is completely miserable living like a hermit in his own home, and this Instagram post is exactly why. Because Meghan does not consult him, she does not ask for his permission, she posts what she wants when she wants, because she is calling the shots, and Harry just has to sit there and smile at basketball games while his entire public identity collapses around him. Now, I want to bring in something that Brittany from the Royal News Network pointed out perfectly, because this is a detail that I think a lot of people are missing, and that is the Archie situation. Because look at Meghan's Instagram, honestly. Lili gets 4 posts for her birthday. Lili gets the Valentine's feature. Lili gets Disneyland. Lili gets the full face reveal. And Archie gets 1 photograph. A little boy standing alone, looking out at the ocean. By himself, looking away from the camera as if he does not quite fit into the picture Meghan is painting. Brittany said it, and I agree completely. Meghan just is not a boy mom. She makes every interview, every post, every public statement about leaving a legacy for Lili. It is always Lili, and Archie just seems like a complete and utter afterthought, and I feel genuinely sorry for that little boy. Because one day he is going to grow up, open the internet, and see exactly how his mother presented him to the world versus how she presented his sister, and that is a wound that does not heal easily. Brittany also made the point, and it is a brilliant one, that Meghan's Instagram is a reflection of her consciousness. If she is not even aware that she is treating her children so differently in public, that is deeply revealing. And if she is aware and doing it anyway, that is even more troubling. Because the only explanation that makes sense is that Meghan sees Lili as the asset. Lili gets clicks, Lili gets engagement, Lili builds the brand, and Meghan has figured that out, and she is running with it. Because here is the reality. Meghan's business ventures are struggling. The lifestyle brand is not catching fire the way she hoped. The Netflix deals are not delivering the numbers they once promised. The podcast is gone. And when everything else stops working, you go back to what works. And what works for Meghan is the children, especially Lili. Her most viral moment to date had the credit line, "Our daughter." Even then, Lili was the product. And I think what we are seeing now is the beginning of a much more aggressive strategy. We will see more full-face shots, we will see more Lili content, we will see the children used more and more openly as Meghan's business needs demand them, because she does not have anything else going for her right now. And Harry lost this battle a long time ago. He was always going to lose it, because Meghan never valued the children's privacy for its own sake. It was always a card to be played when the time was right, and the time, apparently, is right now. What I find extraordinary is that Harry is still out there campaigning. He is still going to events. He is still making speeches. He is still crying in front of parents who have lost their children. And all of it now means nothing. Every word that comes out of his mouth on this subject is worthless, because the woman who shares his home, his bed, and his children has made it worthless. You cannot campaign against something your wife is actively doing. You cannot ask the world to take your advocacy seriously when your own household does not. And I do want to say this. I think Harry's concern was probably real. I think somewhere in there is a man who genuinely wanted to protect his children, who genuinely felt something standing in that room with those parents. But that man has no power in this marriage, and that is the real story here. Not the Instagram post, not the hypocrisy. The real story is that Prince Harry is trapped, and every passing week makes that clearer. If you want to stay across all of this, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. Do you think Harry will ever find the courage to speak out publicly about what is happening inside this marriage? Or has Meghan completely silenced him? I want to know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.